Scapularis. No. So you see. Okay, you can just do this and do this. Yeah. You see? Long-headed biceps, subscapularis, 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 and then in. So you can do a dynamic scan as well. Okay? So sometimes you see a tear. Okay, so now, which is next? Which one? Supraspinatus. Which is the position for supraspinatus? Okay.
Để đây sau đây là cho tay túi quần, đặt tay túi quần sau. Gân cơ trên.
So if we want to see the long axis of supraspinatus, this is a supraspinatus in the long axis, okay? So there's the tendon there. And we have to start from anterior to posterior. And it's about 2.5 finger breadths, about that, okay? So there is long-headed biceps, that marks anterior, and then supraspinatus, and you have to see this. This is the greater tuberosity. This is the insertion. You see a nice convex. This is skin, subcutaneous fat. This, what is this structure? Deltoid. This bright line. What is this bright line? Which superficial layer of bursa? This bright line, deep layer of bursa. And this supraspinatus tendon. So we go from anterior to posterior. So anterior to posterior. Okay. How do we get the short axis of supraspinatus? The short axis is always 90 degrees to the long axis. So it makes sense, right? So short axis, and long and short axis, right? So how do we find the anterior portion of supraspinatus? The anterior border of supraspinatus is where you see the long-headed biceps. So you find the long-headed biceps, and then that marks supraspinatus. So this is supraspinatus all the way to the insertion. So there's biceps, supraspinatus, 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 supraspinatus. And then now here we're getting into infraspinatus.
Và cái phần thấp dưới này khi mà đưa ra đằng sang bên này thì là cái phần gân cơ dưới này. Cắt đây. Khi mà cắt ngang
Great. Relax. Okay. And now this one, just at your arm by the side, so we can see when he does this, we're seeing if there's catching or bursal bunching, you see it in here. Okay, so bring down and then up. And up. So this is the bursa. So if you see bunching like that, maybe there's a problem here. Okay. Now, can I have some more jelly? Infraspinatus. For infraspinatus. Where does that? What do you ask the patient to do with the arm for infraspinatus? Exactly. Correct. Like that. Yeah. So, anatomy. This is the scapular spine, and this is the acromion, and this is the clavicle, and this is the acromioclavicular joint. So this is the supraspinous fossa. So what's this muscle? Okay, deltoid, yes, trapezius, yes, but underneath this is supraspinatus, right? And this is scapular spine. So this is, and this is teres minor, correct. So here, so you come up and you come around. and there is infraspinatus. Okay? So here, muscle belly, infraspinatus, musculotendinous junction, and then tendon. Yeah. All the way around, right? So how do we find the short axis of infraspinatus? 90 degrees, exactly. So we start here, muscle belly. You see the nice muscle belly of infraspinatus? He's got a nice infraspinatus, it's filled out. If you see it sunk in, that's atrophy, right? So then you come around, and now we're seeing infraspinatus in the short axis, and we've got to come all the way around to the insertion. That's infraspinatus. Okay? And then, very important, always to assess the acromioclavicular joint. So there's the acromioclavicular joint. Yep. So clavicle and acromion. So you see bone spur or thickening or effusion. So that's the acromioclavicular joint. And you can stress the acromioclavicular joint. So you get the patient here, you find the joint, and you ask the patient to keep his arm up. You keep your arm up. Keep up. And no, keep it up. And that's stressing the acromioclavicular joint. So when you have a weak joint, or there's instability at the joint, when you do this, you'll see that the joint opens. So that's the acromioclavicular joint. And here he's got a little bit of capsular thickening. A little bit. Relax. Okay, what about the spinoglenoid and suprascapular notch? So suprascapular notch, you come here, but you have to change the gain, huh? So you have to change the depth. Where's the depth? Depth. Depth, this one? Okay. So you have to change the depth, right? So this is the suprascapular notch in here. So then you have to find the artery, right? So let's put colour on. And then you release the pressure till we find the suprascapular artery. It's difficult. Sometimes it's small and a bit difficult, to be honest. I would say it's somewhere in here, because this looks like the transverse scapular ligament. And the suprascapular notch is always just gentle. Dr. Salman talked about it, this being a gentle curve, right? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Spinoglenoid notch is easy. So spinoglenoid notch, we can come off the color. So spinoglenoid notch, you just find the superior aspect of the glenohumeral joint. And this is the spinoglenoid notch here. Okay? So it's not very convincing, but we just find your... So you see humeral head, the humerus, the joint, the glenoid, and this is the supraspinoglenoid notch just in here. So if you have a synovial cyst or paralabral tear, it comes up like this, okay? And the cyst is in here, and this is where it's compressing the nerve. So you're only checking to make sure there's no mass. Can you say? Oh, yeah. If you want to perform an injection here, it's just that. So just needle like that, or if you prefer to come from this way. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter this way or this way. I come from this way normally, and that's also. And bursal injection, you just. I come from anterior normally for bursal. So bursal, I just like that. Okay, who wants to go?
Có ai
Whose
muốn
turn?
làm không?